Hey, it's Coach Carol coming to you today to talk about communication and to talk about marriage during COVID. Like, has it been hard at your house? We went from quarantine and so much fear about what is this COVID thing? What's happening in the world? We're going to die. Are our kids, what's going to happen with schools and vaccines, no vaccines, masks, no masks, all those things that, my gosh, we are just filled with fear. And what I see with my coaching clients these days, gosh, there's a whole lot of stress at home, and the divorce rate's up, and people are not used to necessarily being together all the time. Job losses, people closing up offices, people moving into home offices and being together a whole lot more. Some working night shifts, day shifts, opposite shifts, you name it. And it's hard, right? It's very hard. Sick kids, oh my gosh. And so I wanted to talk today about communication to give you a tip to help try to navigate some of this. Because so often what happens, I know for me, it's really easy to fall into grumbling mode, to get upset, to complain, right? And we kind of think that if we complain, that complaining is a way to communicate what we really want. But complaining is really just a lazy way of expressing our desires. What happens for me most often is that I'm focused on the thing that's irritating me, and I'm not clearly communicating what it is that I want to make things better. So when clients come to me, and one of the first things they often say is that my goal is that I want to have better communication with my spouse. Okay, great. So what is it that you really want? Are you in touch with your desires? Most often we're not. And so they are not mind readers. They don't know, they can't decode what it is that when we're complaining, what it is that we really want. And so it's on us to be really clear about what we want and how to express it. For instance, the other night, my husband and I have been watching Downton Abbey together. And so that's one thing that we like to do, just to spend some time snuggled up together, sometimes on the couch, sometimes in bed. And so I still needed to get, the sink was full of dishes. And so I just expressed a desire of, gosh, I would love for the dishes to be done. And boom, he instantly did them because he wants to make me happy. So that's another key part about communication, is actually believing that the other person does want to make us happy. The other person does care about us. The other person really does want to please us and have a positive relationship with us. And so when we express those desires, it's super easy for them to step into that hero mode, that pleasable mode. My husband used to say all the time, you just want to be miserable. Nothing makes you happy. And it's because I wasn't clearly communicating what I wanted. So the poor guy was basically throwing darts at a wall, hoping that it would score. But when he didn't know what I really wanted, he often didn't. And then I would complain, right? Oh, gosh. And there was a whole piece of not receiving well in there. But let's stick with that communication skill for right now, being able to clearly express desires in a way that inspires him to take action to please me. It's like when I expressed a desire to live at the lake. I never thought that would happen, but here I am now in my cozy little camp living at the lake. Now, we don't always get every desire that we want. For instance, I expressed a desire to not have to winter in this seasonal camp a second year, and that didn't happen. And so I have a choice. I can get grumbly about it, which I started to this morning, and then it's like, no. Look for the blessing, look for the good. What can I be grateful for, even in not always getting what I want? I have my husband here, and we get along better than we ever have, and life is good. We're healthy. I have a beautiful, beautiful view with the lake right outside my window. We got, he did get me 2 cords of wood. When I expressed a desire to be warm, boom, he bought me wood. So I will be warm, right? So the point is that when we express desires, we don't always get what we want instantly. And I invite you not to go into complaining mode about that, and not to nag, right? When we express a desire, we express it once, and that's it. Then we relinquish control. but it's in their mind. They know then how they can please us. It's sort of like last winter when I expressed a desire for Christmas to get a round fire pit so that everybody could sit around it and feel the heat. And that's what I got for Christmas. Like, he scored completely. Versus in the years when I never expressed what I wanted, and he bought me jewelry or something that I didn't really want, and then I didn't receive that well, and he didn't read my mind as to what I really wanted. It's that whole guessing game. I'm not in favor of the guessing game for Christmas. I think you should clearly get in touch with what you want and clearly express it once. Drop your desires like seeds in a garden, never knowing when they will pop out, but believing that he does want to make you happy and that he will do his best to bring it together, right? That's clear communication. Knowing what you want and stating it out loud once, not nagging, and trusting, relinquishing control. So I hope that's helpful for you. Christmas is coming, right? Christmas is coming. The holidays are coming. What do you want? What do you want for the holidays? Type in the chat below. What are some of your desires? I would love to hear. And be sure to subscribe and click the little bell so that you're notified when more videos go up. And of course, I invite you to join my Happy Wife Facebook community, where we continue to connect as women who all want to be their best selves, creating amazing, loving marriages and healing, perhaps from maybe ways that, well, when days didn't go so well because we weren't empowered with skills that could make a difference. I'm on a mission to end world divorce and to empower as many women as I can. So be sure to come and join the Happy Wife community. I will put the link down below, and I look forward to welcoming you. Have a great day.